Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today is a daily recap is for Monday, January the 23rd, 2023. I understand from some of the comments I've been saying 2022 accidentally. Well, 2023. Today's episode, everybody, complete snoozer. This recap is going to be this short because there was nothing to talk about. Nothing worth even talking about. Victor scheming around Adam's back, telling Nicholas, I understand there's going to be some shake up or something rather, Jabot, and your brother will be returning back to the family fold. And Nick is like, how could you even know something like that unless you're scheming? He's just looking at him, I don't know what you're talking about, my boy. And then he goes, what's on your mind? You look like something's troubling you. He says, you could, what is it? Is it that spectral woman? And Nick is like, why would you even go immediately to Sally? Why would you do that? Sally is fine. And then he goes, and leave her alone. Leave Sally alone. She's got enough on her plate. What is that supposed to mean? So tell me, everybody, why would Nick tell his father that Sally has a very important meeting, very important, with Jill? Why would he do that? Because at the end of the show, Victor was calling Jill, telling her, you're getting ready to have a meeting with Sally Spectra, woman. He didn't say woman, though. That's Sally Spectra. And there's something you need to know. He's sabotaging. But that's Nick's fault. He wouldn't have known if Nick hadn't told him. So Nick goes and tells Victoria, something's up. He's planning something. He's scheming. He is going to try to orchestrate something to where Adam gets fired from Jabot, and he's going to try to bring him back here to Newman. And Vicky's like, why would he do that? They're like, things are going so well. And my whole thing is, Victor can't help but cause trouble. Absolute positive. I don't even think about that. I've talked too much about it. Then Summer, oh my goodness, that girl is forever trying to save Kyle from himself. Kyle said, I didn't give your grandfather a yes, but oh yeah, I've laid out some conditions. In other words, yeah, I am telling him yes, because he's going to meet the conditions that I gave him. Some fabric houses that Newman picked up from Jabot years ago. Now Victor is agreeing to give them back. Give them back? Now, Kyle says the deal is that my father is not going to know I had any involvement in this. So let's put two and two together. You had nothing to do with it, yet all of a sudden you're going to be acquiring Newman assets that they got from us years ago back. Why would Victor do that? Jack's not stupid. Oh, oops. I almost said Jack's not stupid. Speaking of stupid Jack, he's sitting, he's sitting there talking to Tracy. Oh, so giddy because she noticed them two coming down the stairs late, late morning. Both should have been at work, right? All giddy. She goes, oh. Diane's like, Tracy, I didn't know you were here. Well, neither did I. Like, I didn't know you were here. Oh, okay. And oh, just gee, by the late hour, you two are coming downstairs. And so Jack's like, and so then Tracy says, she says something about, well, we were going to visit Harrison. This is a beautiful day. And Tracy's like, how do you know it's a beautiful day? You haven't even been outside. I do have an app on my phone. Oh, okay. And so anyway, they're sitting down, and then Jack ends up saying, well, Tracy, you might as well know, Diane and I are in a relation. We are involved now. And she goes, oh, really? I kind of gathered that. And he's like, yep. Beep, beep, beep. And she goes, I haven't seen that look in my brother's eyes in a long time. And he's like, and Diane's like, where? And I'm thinking, oh, you've got to be kidding me. So Tracy's like, you know what, Jack? Do us a favor. Do us all a favor. While our sister's out of the country, let her know. That way she can have tantrums all over the streets of, is she in London or Paris? Wherever she's at, out of the country. I think she's in London. But I think she was going to Paris for that fashion week, right? The summer was thinking of going to. So I think she's in Paris. So anyway, he goes, you know what? That is a thought. So Tracy goes, well, listen, I've got a meeting to get to, or, you know, something with her publisher. So she leaves. And then Diane's like, I don't know, Jack, if you should tell people he had, I mean, you know what they're going, oh, shut up, Diane. I fast forwarded the whole thing. You're manipulating the whole thing. So now we have, you know, back to Summer, and Summer's telling you, Kyle, this is going to just end badly. I'm trying to keep peace, and you getting involved with my grandfather is going to end badly for you, and then ultimately us. Nope. I'm doing this to save the company from Adam. I'm doing this, as far as I'm concerned, for my father, because Adam doesn't belong here. So she goes, but what you're going to do is against the law. No, it's necessary. And someone's just looking at him like, but yet, right? They wanted, or not wanted, they ostracized Phyllis for doing something, right? Kyle single-handedly is getting involved in all kinds of things that's going to land him in trouble. Land him in trouble. And you know what, Kyle? Good for you. Good for you. I can't wait, because Kyle has no business doing what he's doing where Adam was concerned. That is his father's business. His father owns the company. His father chose Adam, and Adam is doing a good job. Kyle says he's just doing a mediocre. So what is mediocre? He's not doing a bad job. He doesn't work for you. And probably, truth be told, Adam is probably doing a better job as a COO than Kyle was, right? Kyle, you know what? I'm done with Kyle. I mean, I wish Tara Locke would get out of prison and come and start trying to claim her son, because Kyle is ridiculous, and he doesn't listen to anybody. Summer, you can't tell me what to do. All she can do, girl, all you can do is shake your head. That's all you can do. That's all you need to do. So then Audra and Nate were in the office talking, and somehow he said, you know, well, I love your ideas, or it's a good collaboration, or whatever he said. And Elena walked in. She goes, wait a minute. What's going on? Why is she here? You know, the person over Chancellor's IPO. And Nate goes, oh, no, Elena, you got it. She goes, I thought you gave all that up. And he goes, no, you've got the wrong idea. She no longer works for Chancellor Winters for the IPO. No, and she actually works for us now. We picked her up. I mean, and whatever he's saying. And Elena's like, oh, okay, well, I'm sorry, I jumped to the wrong conclusion. And he goes, well, no, I could see why you would think that coming into the office, and, you know, we're talking like that. He goes, but no, she works for me now. And Elena's like, oh, okay. And so he goes, I wasn't expecting you here. What brings you by? I was hoping you could have an early lunch. And he's like, well, Audra and I ordered lunch in because we're going to work through lunch today. So Elena goes, oh, okay. And so Audra goes, no, Nate, you know what? Go. I've got a lot of reading to do. Our salads will be fine in the fridge. Don't miss a chance to have lunch with your partner. So he goes, well, okay, I guess we're going to have lunch. So they go have lunch, and she tells him how she saved this patient that was supposed to be, you know, fatal or just critical. And he was really happy for her. And so, he goes, I bet you got a lot of accolades. And she goes, what I liked best was being able to tell the family he's going to pull through. And Nate's like, I remember that feeling. So they were really talking about that. He was genuinely happy for her. He goes, you know what? This lunch is not good enough. We're going to have dinner. I'm going to plan it. It's going to be champagne and blah, blah, blah. She goes, well, okay, I like that. Right? So, of course, when he gets back to the office, Audra comes back in and says, oh, she got this contact and it's going to be for some content for you, Numa Media, but this person's getting ready to go out of the country. Tonight's the only night that they could talk to her, pitch her, to see if they could get her to come on board. And so she goes, and, but if you, if we can, do you agree? I mean, I hope I didn't overstep, but this is important. He goes, no, no, no. You know what? No, this is important. Let's set up the meeting. Let's see what this could bring. So he sits down and he realizes, oh, shoot, that means I have to cancel on Elena. So he calls her right away and he tells her, listen, I'm sorry, something came up at work. I'm going to have to take a rain check on our dinner. And Elena goes, oh, okay. I mean, she was disappointed, but not like pissed off disappointed. And things like that are going to happen. Seriously. Plans are going to get changed in their line of work, both of theirs. Because bottom line, in an hour from now, Elena's patient could start to take a turn for the worse, and the hospital could call her, and she would have to call Nate and say, hey, listen, I've got to go to the hospital to take care of my patient. I'm going to have to take a rain check on dinner. And she would expect him to understand. So that's a two-way thing going on. But Audra's so sneaky and Audra's messy, right? Which is exactly what Noah said she was. And Sharon has her number. Because just the way Audra talks to Sharon, like out of the side of the mouth, oh, she says something to Sharon and Sharon was cordial to her. She goes, you're so nice to me, but would that change if you found out that, let's say, I won't be leaving town, that I'll be moving here full time? And Sharon looks at her, really? And so she goes, but Noah has nothing to worry about. And as Noah's mother, I would have said, well, I know my son has nothing to worry about. Why would he be worried about you? Noah has nothing to worry about. And so Sharon says, well, Noah, I'm sure he'll be really happy to hear that you said that, because he wants you to keep as much distance from him as possible. She didn't say those exact words, but that's exactly what she was saying. And Audra caught it, and Audra was like, oh, okay. Well, I've got to get back to the office. Exciting things over there at Newman Media. Sharon says, all right, good day. And as she walks off, Sharon is looking at her like, oh, skank. You're just a skank. So that was it. We're going to go to comment corner. We have, and let's see my comment corner. We have Shakira. Shakira says, Diane and Jack going to be busted if Summer would tell her granny Nikki. I know, because Nikki is not buying it. As a matter of fact, I don't think I talked about it. Nikki, I skipped over that part. Nikki was talking to Victoria, telling Victoria, oh, no, she smells a rat. Nope. Jack is involved in this 100%, and she ain't buying it. She wants Diana out of town. Nikki was starting to sound like Phyllis. I was like, whoa, okay, go ahead, Nikki. But yeah, if Summer mentions it, it's busted city. And then Libby says, I can't imagine what Kyle would want from Victor, but I think you're right. Something to do with the break-in. No, we found out it wasn't nothing to do with the break-in. I sure hope he's not stupid enough to admit to Victor that it was a setup, or maybe he wants Victor to hire Chance as COO so he can stop looking into the burglary. No, and you're correct. It hasn't struck Nick yet that the baby could be Adam's. He's assuming it's his. I read somewhere that Heather is coming to town to shake things up. Uh-oh, she might let us all know what Daniel was really up to. I don't watch the show, at the time she was on, or I didn't watch the show way back when, so I can't be sure. Asking you all other YNR fans, was that her in the previews? You know what? I did not see Heather in the previews. And then finally, the quote of the day. Guess who walked his Darth Vaderish behind in the lobby? But Victor Newman, blah, blah. Victor, you know what? He ought to get sick of even playing that part, the actor that plays him. LaShanta says, I don't remember Heather. I knew she was Paul's daughter. Libby says to LaShanta, thanks. It was tempting to peek ahead, but I love watching the crystal clear image on my wonderful big TV without all the annoying background music. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't look ahead too, is I get sick of seeing somebody's eye, the bricks in the back. And you can hardly make out what they're saying. Oh my goodness. And then LaShanta says, Summer, let them do anything, shaking my head. Now this man did 6 years. They set him up for 10 more. Nikki knows they did it. Yes, she does. Jack, a whole fool. Karma will come back for them. If Jeremy didn't know Diane set him up the first time, he knows now. Kyle and Victor too low down. Leave Adam alone. They just can't. Kyle's salty. He left that position. Summer always talked about Phyllis wrong, but they're no better. I know. Adam is too smart. He knows what they're up to. Bet Victor's investigates why Sally didn't say Adam could be the dad. Why Sally didn't say. No, Victor doesn't know Sally and Adam slept together. But Adam will, once Adam finds out she's pregnant, it's going to be a stink, because he's not going to let Nick claim just hands down. He's not going to. But Nick knows that. I can't wait till Elena finds out why Audra left Hamilton Winters. I know in passing, her talking to Devon ain't gonna hold nothing back at all. Devon will say, oh, no, this girl was in league. Well, with Tucker McCall. Monique says Kyle's plan will fail. Adam knows what Victor and Kyle is up to. Adam is not stupid. Kyle is not on Adam's level. He sure isn't. When it comes to scheming, not at all. Kyle is no match. Shakira says hi and the facts. So anyway, that is it for Comic Corner. Not horrible, just this show was nothing to me today. So let's hope tomorrow they have more Young and the Restless, something better. Or guess what? I might have to make some stuff up tomorrow. I think I might have to be entertaining. If tomorrow's like today, I'm going to entertain you all. All right. I will see you then.